Demand is up with shootings, break-in enters and stolen vehicles all on the rise. But officers will likely be cut from the front lines. The Calgary Police Commission meets for the first time since learning Alberta's budget will cost them $13 million. The chief painted a bleak picture of what officers are up against and why CPS only has room to cut from one place.
We have not been asleep at the wheel. We've been managing, as you can see, to be effective and efficient. It's not that it's a fat organization. It's not that we don't have many things to deal with.
The Alberta government is pinching more money from traffic tickets, taking $10 million away. Police will now also be billed for forensic testing and cannabis legalization training and equipment, adding up to another $3.1 million. CPS says it's already found $20 million in efficiency savings in the last couple of years, and it's been trickling down to what happens on the streets.
We are finding these vehicles, and these are not things that we're going to just throw a couple police cars into and get into a pursuit, because it's probably one of the most dangerous things we would do. But what we will do is we will actually pull some of our resources, our undercover and surveillance resources, to actually follow these vehicles around so that we can actually stop, apprehend, and put some of these offenders in jail.
This comes just months after the city slashed $7 million from its police budget, part of $60 million in cuts to relieve businesses the city hit with skyrocketing property taxes. Chief Neufeld says most of the force's budget pays for officers, so $13 million amounts to 130 positions.
We're not whining about it at all, but we do want to be clear on where we sort of stand today, because this has been an evolving process. I think the chair mentioned when we started, we had a 4-year budget that was approved, and we were just going to go about doing police business. And certainly, as I've shown you from the demand side, we were going to go about doing that at a time when there's a significant amount of demand and a significant number of issues to be tended to. But we've been spending a lot of time on this process.
The Premier was questioned about the funding at the legislature.
They promised 500 more police, but we're getting 130 less. At the same time, they're now charging the police for forensic testing, a user fee for doing their jobs.
What is the alternative? How much higher would she allow the debt to go? How many billions would she be prepared to waste on interest payments?
In Calgary, Crystal Ladaris, City News.